Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for a general love reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and all my cross watchers. Today, we're going to ask Spirit what is next in love with you, what is going on in any connections that you have, anything Spirit wants to share with me in this area of your life. So let's get started. Welcome back to all my Sagittarius. Welcome to anybody that's new. So glad Spirit has guided you here. Spirit, if you could please share with me from my Sagittarius, what is it that you want them to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. Alice in Wonderland cards. The number 27, painting the roses red, covering up some errors, covering up your past, hiding your past. Maybe that's something that's going on. Maybe I don't want to talk about my past. I hold it back. Nonsense. The number 28. It's time to talk sense. It's time to open up is how it's coming into me, whether it's you or your person. You may have somebody in your life that's having a difficult time sharing their past. They may say things like, what's in the past is in the past. I don't want to talk about it. It's not important, but it is important because it's part of their history and it helps you to understand who they are and where they're coming from. So we want to get it on the table, right? It's time to talk. I have the number 4, falling, the unknown, descent, momentum, a change. That came into me as I'm falling in love. I'm falling for you. I'm changing. I can't help myself. Like there's this feeling of, like I just jumped off a cliff and I'm either going to land on my feet, or I'm not, but I am falling. You don't get to choose who you fall in love with or when you fall in love with someone. So just keep that in mind. I have growing up, the number 17, wanting to grow and experience, rejection of perpetual youth. I want to grow in this connection. I want to be a bigger person. I want a better relationship. I want to be with somebody who is able to open themselves up and able to share with me. So that is important. But I do feel this sense of falling. Spirit, tell me about this falling. Am I falling in love? Are they falling in love? Who's falling? I want to know who's falling. All right, let's ask Spirit. Let's see what the cards say. Page of Cups, new feelings. I have a Tower. 9 of Pentacles. I have a Hermit. And I have a Justice card. So the Tower and this feeling of, I want to leave the past in the past. It's behind me. It could be somebody that ended a marriage. It could be somebody that, got a divorce and they don't want to talk about all the gory details of what happened in that marriage. But eventually they're going to have to share with you. If you're going to be in a real relationship, you're going to have to know, what happened. But I also like the sense of they're trying to make you feel secure in this connection. They don't want to be alone. And they're trying to understand their feelings, Spirit just said with this page. So they have feelings for sure. And they are just trying to express their feelings. They're trying to get either used to the idea that they have feelings for somebody new. That happens where, it's the sense of I've been alone for a long time with that Hermit. And I'm just getting used to the idea that I actually have feelings for someone. Page of Wands. Yeah, they're not denying their feelings, Spirit said. They're not holding back on their feelings, but they are identifying them as, I know this is all new, and I'm going to put in the category of time will tell when they share their past. All right. I don't think they're holding anything back that's really bad or it's going to, be a deal breaker for you. It's one of those things like it's not appropriate to talk about your past relationships in the beginning, like you feel like you're going to blow it or you're going to push somebody away. So I feel like they're just not doing it because they're trying to control something. They're trying to control how this unfolds. A death. It's in their past. They're very adamant with what is in my past is in my past. And they're very strong with that. So I think you'll get some big picture things, but they may not be one to share like all the little details about their past. So that could either bother you, or you could be okay with that, as long as you know the big stuff. I have a star. This is very hopeful to me. This is coming into me as I've always hoped for somebody like you. Like when you first meet somebody and it's working and you're both excited about it, you can't help but think, is this something bigger? Is this going to turn into something more? This is what I've been waiting for? This is what I've been hoping for, right? So I think your person is feeling that way. I feel like your person is saying, this is everything that I have been hoping for and wishing for. And I don't want to blow it by talking about my past, which was either hurtful or painful to them or upsetting to them in some way. They really are just trying to move on with their life and start over with a new love. And I feel like they're just happy that they have these feelings again. Maybe it's been a long time that they've actually felt emotionally drawn to somebody and physically drawn to somebody. Spirit, please share with me, where is this connection headed? I have a lantern, following your own inner guidance. Glasses, incognito. They're hiding behind their feelings. And you may be trying to give it time, Spirit just said. Maybe it's just too soon. They're just not ready to either come out of their shell, or they say bits and pieces at a time just to give you enough information. There's going to be a day that they're more vulnerable. There's going to be a day that they open up, but they are holding back. Hang in there. Look at this clock and go for the duration. Hang in there for the long run. This person is going to open up over time, is how I feel. They're going to be there in the long run. A wand and command. Wave your magic wand. It's almost a sense of you are in control. You are in power. I think there's going to be a time and a place where you both feel comfortable enough with each other that you're able to just express a butterfly, a new development, a transformation, a transition, something like that. We just open up. A cake, a milestone. Sometimes people have in their mind that if I'm with you in 2 or 3 months, then we'll start to talk about some serious stuff. If I'm with you for 6 months, then we'll know everything about each other. Some people have some timelines in their head, but not on the first or second or third date. They don't want to know. They want to continue to believe in the fairy tale. Right now, they don't want to bring in that past because it's going to ruin these magical moments that we're having. If you're having beautiful first dates, or where it's a new relationship and we are trying to build upon something, they don't want to bring that past in because, one, it's hurtful to them, and two, they don't want to put a burst in the bubble of the fairy tale right now, because the beginning of a relationship is so much fun. So give this person time to let you know that they will share their feelings. They will be more open. They will be more vulnerable, is how it's coming into me. Let's see. Yes, irreplaceable. No one compares to you. They can't fight it anymore. Their hearts keep coming back to you. Let yourself be surprised. They want to see this unfold naturally. I even like this cake, this surprise in this cake, like maybe very early on in your relationship, they celebrate your birthday or something that they go way out of their way. And you're like, oh my God, nobody's really even, bought me a cake in a long time. So I just feel like they are going out of their way because they feel like you are something very special. Independence. You are meant to learn how to be alone so you can thrive in your own efforts and be your own hero. I feel like you both have been independent for a while. And I feel like these are new feelings with this page, the page energy of I haven't been with anybody for a while. And I am getting used to the idea that I have feelings for somebody. I'm getting used to the idea that I could be in a relationship. I have career focus. need career satisfaction and financial security before prioritizing love when you least expect it. Maybe you both have been independent, focusing on your careers, taking care of business. Being in a relationship wasn't your first priority. And now all of a sudden, Spirit's saying it's time. It's time for you to be here. A newfound courage. They worked up the courage to express their true feelings, and they're saying this month. I like that. I like the sense of this month they are coming forward and that you're irreplaceable. I like that also. And slow and steady. I believe that. Some old fears still linger, but they want to get to know you better. Don't rush it. Take your time. That is how it's coming in. This person wants to enjoy the beginning stages. They want to fall in love with you without being influenced with past relationships or old hurts or old wounds or, my ex did this, my ex did that, and they don't want to be compared to anybody else. They want to just enjoy being with you, and they want to take this slow and steady, and they want to enjoy that they have feelings for somebody again, and that they're ready for a relationship. So that is most important. Spirit, please share with me where this connection is headed. I think they have a good head on their shoulders. I do. I trust them is how it just came into me. King of Wands. They really do have passion for you. Queen of Wands. Gorgeous. This is mutual. We both feel the same way. We both are, I want to say being cautious is a good word. We're both being, neither one of us want to be hurt. I get that. Four of Pentacles. There's my cautious. There's a little bit of, I've been so independent for so long. I have a tendency to guard myself. I guard my home, my money, just things like that because I'm not used to sharing. I've been either single for quite a while, and I'm getting used to the idea that this is a new passion that's come into my life. 10 of Pentacles. Can we be really happy? Yes. Would we make a great team? Could we create a beautiful home together? Absolutely. So there's a sense of this could be turning into something so much more. But I love that we have this equal feeling for each other. There's nothing more exciting than that card that I had in the beginning where it was like I felt like I was falling. Guess what? You're both falling. You're both falling at the same time. And I think that's the most important. I think that when you both are at the same pace, you're both a little cautious. I will say that. You both want the same things. Neither one of you want to be hurt. You both want to take it slow and steady, but you're both really excited about this, and you're both really feeling all this sense of newness. You're both saying, all I know right now is I like what I'm feeling. All I know, I don't know where we're headed. I don't know what our future brings, but all I know is that I am wanting to move this thing forward because I like how I feel. I like how I feel when I'm with you, and that's all that matters. Spirit, please share with me. Where is this connection headed? What do you have for us? Let's get this guy. A battle, different pages, not seeing things eye to eye. Now that is coming into me as the past, like it was the battle of the sexes. And that's what they don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about their battles. They don't want to talk about why it didn't work with somebody else. They will someday. They just don't want to yet. All right. But it's like painful for them. I'm sure that it's going to be a good story, but maybe it's just really painful to hear, or to relive it. Celebration. They want to celebrate the good times. They want to get together with you. They want to take you out. We had that birthday cake, and now I have a bottle of champagne. So there's a part of me that they're saying that like they're going to go out of their way for a special occasion, a birthday, or there's somebody that maybe is a hopeless romantic that says, hey, it's our 1 month anniversary of our first date. Let's celebrate. Let's get a bottle of champagne tonight. Somebody who just wants to mark the occasions and really wants to enjoy the magic of the beginning. And I really love that. I love the person who wants to Enjoy the magic. Speak up. Stand up for yourself and stand your ground. There's going to be a day that you say, can you share with me? Can you be open? Maybe you share first. Maybe you're more vulnerable and you're more open, and it allows them to open up and to share their side of their story also. But you're not going to just push it under the carpet and let it go away, because you're going to want to have a healthy relationship with this person, and you're going to need to know about that past. Gossip, drama, negativity, pettiness, that's what they don't like to talk about. They don't like to talk about negative things. They don't want to bring up the drama. They don't want to relive the drama. That's what this is a lot about. Controlling, cuffed, overprotective. Maybe it was a very controlling connection in their past, and they don't want to feel that way again. Right now, they want to focus on you, is how Spirit just said it. They only want to enjoy the fact that I have feelings for somebody. I'm enjoying getting to know you. I'm expressing myself. I'm not holding anything back. They're not hiding anything. Spirit wants to make sure that you know that. They're not hiding anything. It's just this feeling of, I don't want to talk about things that were bad in my past. 9 of Pentacles. They want you to feel secure in this connection. 10 of Wands. Knight of Cups. There's my romance. And the World. It's a new start. It's a new beginning for them. It's a long road. This is somebody who had probably a very difficult marriage. I'm going to say that. Somebody who may have felt controlled or abused, or a lot of wounds, whether you would understand it or not. But the more you love them, the more committed you are to them, the more you understand them and love them for other reasons, then they're going to be more open to share what had happened in that connection. Right now, they want to focus on this. They had said they want to focus on you. They want to focus on, I want to be your knight in shining armor. I want the romance. I want the romantic part of me. If Spirit has gifted me somebody new in my lifetime that I've been waiting for, and this is truly a fresh start in my life, and this is truly a new beginning for me, then this person wants to enjoy it. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. You know, the person who wants to celebrate your 1 month anniversary, how sweet, you know, and buys you a cupcake, and buys you a bottle of champagne, and actually acknowledges that, you know, a month ago tonight was our first date, something along those lines. You know, somebody who actually goes out of their way to acknowledge those little milestones that you guys will reach together. So we've got a knight in shining armor. We've got somebody who is enjoying this love, is excited about this love, and I feel like has waited for it. They waited for you. I love everything about you. That's nice. I want to hear that. I want to get to know you. I want to go slow and steady, and I love you inside and out. And that's what I want to know, that Knight of Cups comes in, and they're filled with charm and charisma and emotion and energy, and they just want to spend time with you, and they just enjoy being with you. And if that's how you're feeling, because it's mutual, then this is a great connection, and this is only going to get better. I'm so deeply in love with you. So if you haven't heard that they're deeply in love with you, get ready. Get ready for I'm deeply in love with you. You are my eternal love. This connection's going to last. It's going to last because we're going to build on layers of trust, layers of emotion, and we are going to give it time. We're going to be patient with this connection. I hide my jealousy. They don't want you to be with anybody else. I want to cuddle with you. I want to make love to you. I want to have kids with you. Some of you, this could be a family. I feel you are my soulmate. That's gorgeous. I'm not used to this type of love, especially if they had somebody in the past that was controlling or was selfish or took them for granted or didn't give them. It wasn't mutual. It was like give. It was all take but not give. So there's a part of me that says I've never had anybody love me the way that you love me. I want to give you the world. I love that. It's a new beginning. It's a new cycle. It's a new phase in their life, a new phase in your life. And I feel like you're very lucky to have found each other. So that's what I want you to focus on. Look at the shooting stars in this card. They just jumped out at me. Make a wish. This is somebody who's falling in love with you. How gorgeous. Falling, that beginning card. We had that falling feeling. Somebody falling in love with you. Let's put this out into the universe. Take it slow, take it steady. Give this time. This love is only going to do one thing, and it's going to grow. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. I'd love for you to join us. Thank you to all my Sagittarius for your love and support. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.